dimmer. There we go. This way to the Pleister Zone. I like Pleister Zone, actually. I think it sounds a little bit dumb, maybe, but... Nah, it's cool. It's playful. That's what we'll call it. It's not dumb, it's playful. Okay, so this needs to shrink a little, so it's not sticking out the top anymore. Honestly, this probably needs to get stretched all the way along to there, doesn't it? Which means it also needs to come... Oh... Fuck. All the way along there, I was going to say, but... I lost control a bit. Okay, there we go. Great. Perfect. Wait, not perfect. Not perfect at all. Although close. Okay, well that will definitely be fine then. It's not sticking out there? Nope. Good. Good, 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 good. And this will need to... I guess we'll just extend this all the way to the end as well here to meet up with that. I hope I can figure out a good way to solve these corners. It may end up being a bit of a bitch. Just, Wait, why has it unpaused itself? I must have pushed something. That seems to work pretty well, actually. Is that just perfect? Ooh. Almost. Okay, nice. Hang on. I put this too low. That's fine. That's absolutely fine that we put it too low because it's going to be in exactly the same spot on this level. In fact, probably good that I put it here because it let me line it up with all the right bits here. Perfect. Okay, so I've only got one of those. I got two of these. Did I accidentally copy any of these twice? Nope, those all seem fine. These? Nope, okay, good. Oh, that will need to exist in this little segment here. Oh no, this bit's going to be tricky. Very tricky to fill in. I've tried to fill in enough of these shaped pieces before that I know it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. We need a an equilateral triangle potentially for this one. Think it might help. We are going to have to. The really unfortunate thing about having to use different size pieces is that we need to stretch them to the right size, but actually barely an inconvenience. Kind of inevitable it's going to be a little bit stretched out in here. Oh, so this one ends up having to be tall again. The same height as these other ones. Oh, bugger. It's going to take a little bit of finagling. Should be fine. This one's actually one of the least important to be the same as the others because it's half of it is kind of covered by this concrete bit. Okay, that works well. Now maybe another one of these stretched out. I guess if we pull this back further, we can stretch it out more. Obviously, there gets a point where it's too stretched out and it looks silly, but it's getting close to that point here. Might actually not work. God damn it. Damn it. Let's bring one of these down, line it up. Ooh, it's 1:15. That's alright. I'm gonna go a little bit over today, I guess. Well, I mean, I've already gone a little bit over, so maybe I'll go even more over. this looks like a job for another equilateral triangle. Although this one is going to be short and wide, where the other one was long and narrow. The textures are very stretched out on these, but it's hard to avoid some kind of texture weirdness. Oh my god. How long did we have to make this boy? Maybe not that long. Maybe if we do 2 isosceles instead, that will work out better for us. Oh. We need to turn off the angle snap entirely, I think. There's a lot of this kind of work in this game, but yeah, that worked out. See now that these are a little bit out of place as well. Oh, that is begging for a triangle in there. Absolutely gagging for a triangle. We're going to need to turn angle snap back on so we can tip this guy over. To the right orientation. And then angle snap off so we can fix that up. Gonna have to make this a lot smaller in both of those directions. There we go. Nope. I guess the angle's not quite what we wanted it to be. Oh yeah, this has all that too. Okay, maybe I will just use one of these then. I think this will work out better then. I wasn't quite aware exactly what I was dealing with here. Tiny bit up there. Needs to be filled in with a really small one of these. It's probably not small enough. In fact, it's definitely not small enough. It's okay, really tiny. Really tiny. Ooh. Teeny weeny. Itty bitty. Magica Majuju. It's not going to be possible to select that, is it? Oh, there it is. We need it to be a little longer. Okay, great. Great. What was that? Where did that piece even come from? How did it get there? I feel like we should be able to, if we're smart about this, on this top one here, do it mostly with these triangles. But maybe not. To fill in like the square bits. I'll use this square bit first. I think we're going to need a wall gable, apparently. An equilateral triangle is what I would call it. But I guess I'm not really using the pieces for what the pieces are meant to be used for, am I? I'm using them for my own sick desires. I take the intentions for the pieces as more of a suggestion than anything else. Like, yeah, you can use these pieces for that if that's what you want to use the pieces for. Go ahead. This is going to need to get rotated at 45 degrees. Just going to put that like that for now. Probably what we'll end up doing is, yeah, something like this. Where this will continue along this way for some time. Have the changeover between the two poles be in there so you can't see it. God damn, that's not gonna work. Surely, I know. I was gonna say surely, like if we select two of them at once, then it will work, but nope. It did not. Just gotta do one at a time. It's weird because surely two of them are on the same grid as one of them, since they're all like completely in line with each other here. Ah, Now we discover that this is very slightly off. Well, that's fine. We'll fix that up when we get to that bit. Now we'll probably end like somewhere around here. Oh man, it's like half past now. Is that 45? I think that's 45. It's hard to read the number. Like the light behind the UI is like making it tricky. Oh. I guess that's not a 45-degree angle anyway. That's fun. What the? I guess it wasn't at 45. Maybe that was the issue. Doesn't really matter now. Now that we've gone to this guy anyway. So yeah, there'll be a ceiling like that on here, maybe. Oh my god, this is gonna actually be kind of complicated in here. We're gonna need to use a lot of small pieces because I want a ceiling that sits there, like this one, I guess, except kind of the reverse of it. There'll be another little bit in here too. I reckon one of our triangles should work. I can find one. Here we go. Over there. Yeah, these guys are actually kind of useful. The ones I always complain about. They do have their uses. Like being able to grab and move onto two things at once. I see. It's not the triangle that I want it to be. That's okay. That's fine. As long as we get it like near enough there, then we can come in with this. Actually, and we can come in with this. Shrink it down to the right size. This will be able to cover this bit. We will need to make sure this is tall enough. I guess the top of it's going to be covered anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's slightly too tall. Here we go, and we can go for a real clean edge to this thing. Maybe, if the game will allow it. Oh. Come on. Come on. It's like one side or the other is sticking out. It can't be completely straight with it, apparently. Fully flush. Maybe if I just get closer to this. Maybe we can maybe that's just good enough. Well, that's not good enough, but you know what I mean. Maybe if it were in the right spot here, then it would be good enough. We can get that right. I feel like, yeah. That so close. Look, that's pretty much as good as it's going to get. I think that's fine. But not really noticeable that it's not the same. And this obviously is going to have to be the same width as that one. So I guess I just delete that. And also this. So that we can replace them with some of these. Oh. While we're here, guess we should be doing this too. I don't think this one really fits here very well. I think we'd be better off using one of these. That looks good enough. We're gonna have some like overlap, but that's fine. No, that's not fine. Okay, it's good. We'll fill in these like little bits with just some squares. That bit will need to be filled in with one of these though. A triangle. that's what some people would call one of these, but I prefer not to use words. Clearly. I'm not a big word man. Looks like this whole section here is not lined up properly, actually. Just a bit of pain. I think it just needs to be expanded out a little bit, and then it will be. Okay, nice. Alright, I'll just fill in these last little gaps, and then I think I'm gonna have to finish up, because I'm getting pretty hungry. That one could be done with a triangle rather than a square. Probably much better. Great. And this bit, I don't know, a square. We'll just use one of these like little smaller, I mean it's not a square, it's a rectangle, but same thing. They both have the same Euler number, right? Or whatever, whatever it is. Okay, let's do one more little bit here, because if I do that, then I can now bring this guy over here. Obviously the angle has to change to that, I guess? Is that what this one was? No. No, we went like a couple, I think it's 10 degrees between these two. And then these guys, I guess, are just going to be a little bit shorter. Yeah, I don't actually know. I guess it will go to here, right? To this here, which will be more than just that. It'll be like a pillar. Why is it put it on a weird angle? Why does it put the grid on a weird angle? God damn it. It's because it's two pieces and not one piece. It decides it needs to be difficult. I guess we can use this guy to try to move it on both axes at once. Yeah, that's actually really useful. Alright. That's reasonable. And now we just give it a 90-degree rotate. And Who's your uncle? It's Bob. That's who. I kinda also like now the idea of this continuing to be thick. Dummy thick. Or maybe I don't need this bit at all. How does it look without that at all? Yeah, I think it's better without that. We've got enough like beams and things going along the place. I don't think we need that as well. So I'm gonna have this one meet up with this horizontal beam here. And these guys are gonna meet up with the pillar here. And then stretch them in, stretch them out. So they don't stick out at all. Good. And this one. Good. I will need another one of these there, I guess. This one I feel like... I feel like this one should be... Huh? Oh, we're on 90-degree snap. Of course. This one I'm gonna put like this. And... Maybe let's make it wider. Make it a big chunky boy. So that all that stuff can meet together in one spot and not look too dumb. I think we want it centered on there. Like that. Yeah, that looks fine. All right. It's taken it's taken a bit of work, but I think we've got the start of a reasonable structure here. It's coming together all right. Maybe I should have done more of the big planning stuff first before getting really into the details on that, but that's not how I work. I always get really into the details. It's my way. Honestly, like, this is amazing. Gonna have to put something on here too. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I reckon this place isn't going to be finished until I've got like 200 hours or something in it. Those aren't going to be all on stream though, so you know, I'll definitely show off the things on stream that I do off stream, unless I forget. But generally, I think I should do. Man, look at this guy. So it's such a like, didn't know what was going on with it. But it was just like a little nub here before, I think it's looking great now. It's looking fantastic. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I like this here. This is looking good. I think this is coming along nicely. All of this in here. I'm really quite a fan of this, how this worked out. It's quite simple, but looks nice, and like it's got enough like, you know, bits that are like not all perfectly in a line and stuff that it doesn't look too ridiculous. Well, it doesn't look too boring. I feel like if everything is perfectly lined up and you don't have any variation, that's where you run into problems. And that is... Look, I could have just gone for a flat facade, couldn't I? But look how much cooler that looks. That's way, way, way cooler looking. Like, this is looking fucking awesome. Did I already say? I already saved it. I'm going to save over test as well. Yeah, probably good to have two saves. And see you tomorrow for more of this.